All right, let's look. I got David on the air here. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, how's it going?
Man, I'm dealing with this Texas heat.
Man, what's the temperature out there currently?
Right now, I think it's around 98.
Ooh,
Yeah, it's 99 degrees right now.
ooh.
Yes, sir. Yeah,
That's.
we're getting it here.
Oh
Yeah, we're
man,
getting it
big things happen in Texas, and so does the weather around this time of the year.
here. Yeah,
Um,
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
so
And where are you located? Where are you?
I am in Kentucky, and we are probably around 88 some degrees. We're not on the
Yeah,
level as it pertains to Texas, but the
but it's
weather
hot.
is starting to pick up in Kentucky at least.
Right,
Um,
right, right.
so, but I'm joined with the award-winning jazz musician David Carr Jr. He's back on the show. Going to catch up with you on some things. First things first, congratulations on your award in the Mississippi Awards.
Thank you.
So let's start off with that, man. What was the whole experience like being at the award show, all dressed up with a nice suit and having your name called as one of the winners? What was that whole experience like?
It was. I had a good time. I'm at the stage in my life, in my career, where I'm trying to enjoy and just soak up every moment and stuff like this. I'll be 63 next month, but and to be still in the game, still loving, and to be able to get some recognition because it's hard because I'm not just a musician that plays saxophone artist. I write, produce, and create my own. It's a beautiful thing, and I had to take a bath that day. They insisted I had to take a bath and put on swing clothes. So, but anyway, it was a lot. It was a lot of fun. I got to hang out with Jennifer Marler, the young I've been producing. She was up for an award too. Uh, so we met up there and hung out a little bit. So it was good to hang out with her. And unfortunately, she didn't win. I was hoping she winning things in my career. I think I'm winning every day, just to be able to create and music and anything. So I just try to keep it real, because I plan on doing it for at least.
Well said, man. Congrats to you. Um, Shout out to Jennifer. I had her on the show. It's probably about a month or so ago, and she talked about the y'all was working with each other, collaborating, things of that nature. Um, Talk about getting the chance to collaborate. What was that like? Working with Jennifer.
For different events. And then she came to me years ago and asked me, talked to me about recording, and I didn't know I want to do, acting as a producer, at least one of the producers for her. So it's really, really cool because she's extraordinarily gifted as a singer songwriter. She really is. She's cool people to hang around. And so it's been nothing but a treat and an honor and a joy, and for me to be lucky enough to hang out with a fellow artist. Unfortunately, a lot of things are just so it's they have a true talent sitting in my studio, uh, giving me the permission to work on her creative vibe and her like it is it's an honor. It's really an honor.
Yeah, I heard the song that y'all did, and it's awesome track. Definitely loved it, and just seeing y'all two collaborate, man, was truly a treat. Go check out her music, Jennifer Imard. Check it out on her streaming platforms. Check out David Carr Jr. as well. He got some music out on the platforms as well. Speaking of which, you released a record this past April called "I Thought You Knew." and that is available on all the platforms as well. Um, Talk about the whole process of putting together this record for I Thought You Knew.
I thought you knew it was an interesting album. Uh, for me to say it's one of my favorites is kind of a that's me being a weirdo, but it's a when I released the original release for I Thought You Knew was in '05. It sounds like I just released it because the way I write and I compose, you can't date my music uploaded, but the rest of the stuff is for streaming. He came up with some lyrics, Mr. Kirk Lewis, and I finally got around to putting some vocals on it. So one of the jam on there I'm singing on called Midnight in Martinique. It's a very cool jam, very different. And the title track is just like it's like after talking to Jill at National Entertainment, she said, "Oh no, if you haven't done that, since you haven't uploaded it to the streaming, I've released that." She said, "This is a beautiful time to do that. Do a re-release on it since it's not available on the streaming platforms." And so that's what I did. And so I guess it worked out to my benefit to re-release it. And I can say this about my music: it's timeless. So you can't really date it when it was done because I do not follow anybody's formula. Oh, it has to be done like this. No, this is how, and it's my journey. And I love that album. So since I re-released it, I've been constantly listening to it. I want to be able to listen to my work. I said, if I do it, I want to do it good. So when I listen to it, I can actually enjoy it. That's where we're at on that.
Wow. Okay. So this album has actually been out. But this is the first time it's on the platforms. And we revamped some things on this record. So it's got and the album cover definitely a throwback feel to it. So just a more younger David Carr Jr.
A little bit, a
Yeah,
little bit.
yeah.
And I
So
promise, I gave Prince back his shirt. I'm just saying.
man,
The ruffles,
so I had you on the show, I think less than a year ago, and we was talking jazz music and how the importance of jazz music and as far as music history in general. Um, and I think I told you, man, that I started like listening to jazz music again, because I was hearing your stuff, and so I went to listen to this record, and I'm like, man, this is I can exercise to this. I can
Cool.
do some laundry while listening to this. I can just positive, uplifting. I can just be, I can just do whatever to this music and
Yes, sir.
just have fun with it. Get some work done. Get some chores
Mm-hmm.
done.
Mm-hmm.
So jazz music, it was put on this earth for, for just it's ease the mind because we get through stressful times. We go through stressful times, and people have their ways of calming the nerves down. Or in
Right.
this case, I like to listen to jazz music now a lot more. I used to listen to
That's
it at
beautiful.
I used to listen to it at a young age. My dad was playing all sorts of music in his office. He's just getting his work done and he listens to music. It helps the day go by and it helps his work progress go by. But it hits different when that jazz music comes on and the the creative juices comes in, and so it's
Yeah.
this that jazz music, man, especially the 5 minute, 6 minute, man. No vocals. Just hear the music. Let it ease your mind per se. So jazz music is beautiful, and if you haven't listened to jazz music, you're missing out. Because this is it is it is just something that is worth listening to, and just gets you through trying times. I love jazz music a lot.
That's all, man. It's because of people like you while I'm still in the game, and because it's all about the music. Not so much. My band is killer, and we do killer work on my music when we play. But I can feel like sometimes it's a little distracting, you know. So I'm gonna just me and the tracks with it and the saxophones. The name of the show is Note for Note, and it's just a continuous journey, my creative journey through this time. And you were just writing, listening to instrumentals and jazz. It has a tendency to kind of tell a story. I know there's no words and people aren't really saying anything, but musically there's a journey going on, and that was always my interpretation of it. Uh, Especially early in the game, the early growth stuff, and that when I hear people tell me, a young lady called me who's been a fan for a long time, and she had just lost her sister. And I don't know if I told you this last time when we talked, and there's this one um, instrumental on one of my albums called, it's on the Pure Glass album, and it's an instrumental entitled Animasia. And be a little wherever she was, Mississippi. Well, she was in Mississippi, and for her sister's funeral, and listened to that song for 8 hours all the way back from Mississippi. And she called me and said, "Dave, you wouldn't believe what that song did for me." And I don't expect that. I don't do it for that. I'm just a little speck on the wall, trying to make a musical difference where I can stay interested in it.
Well said, man. I'm joined with David Carr Jr., an award-winning jazz musician, recording artist, singer, songwriter, jazz extraordinaire, as I like to refer to this man that's on the phone with me. Go check out the record. I thought you knew, especially those that's been wanting this record to be on the streaming platforms, and now it is on the platforms. We vamped and everything, but it's still that feel good music that you love when you got the CD copy of it, and now is on the platforms. So go check it out. David Carr Jr. I thought you knew. Still got the same cover that you love. Younger David Carr Jr. And go check out this record. Definitely, especially if you really love some jazz music. Go check it out. So you talk about this journey that you're going through in this musical journey per se, and it's been a fascinating journey for you. Just going to shows, performing, just putting on a show, putting smiles on people's faces, and it resonates. So you pointed out it's 98 degrees, 98, 99 degrees in Texas. So it's only going to get even more hotter, per se. So with all that being said, we're getting to the end of the first half of 2023. We're getting to that midpoint. Um, it's far, obviously you got this record out on the platforms. Um, what you have in store for the coming weeks and months as we reach the midpoint? What you got? Upcoming shows? Anything you want to promote? What else you have that your fans need to keep an eye on?
The biggest focus for me is the music, and I've released two singles this year. The latest one is uh, Groove Addiction. It's the title track of the album. So I've released two of the songs from the record. And Groove Addiction is fun. Actually, it's a fun dance song. And next month, on my birthday, um, I'm doing a concert in Oklahoma, Edmond, Oklahoma, at UCO Jazz Lab, July 8th, uh, and show starts at 7 o'clock. So that's a big show I've got coming up, and like I said, I'm doing it solo, just kind of just focusing on me, the music, and the horns. I don't want to direct the band. I just want to be real selfish about it and just focus on the music for 2.5 hours. And tickets are still selling. People still calling some and buying tickets, so that's a fun thing. That's a great thing. You can find all that information and stuff on my Facebook page and on my website. If anybody still wants uh, hard copies like CDs, the only place you can get them is from my website. So if you still want a CD, um, just go to my website and order it, and we'll get it out to you as soon as possible of any of my music, except for the last album I'm releasing, and it's a beautiful ballad entitled "Love Is a Mirror." So I'll be dropping 8 to 10 days. It'll be available for streaming. I probably should have the entire thing dropped maybe by the end of the year. And I'm just kind of finding my way through the streaming part of it and see if there's any way to monetize. And because as a working artist, you want to make money. And the more support you have, God, we can support ourselves and keep our lights on, so to speak. And any support coming to my shows, buying tickets, referring people to my shows, because without the audience, it's pointless. Without people supporting you, without fans supporting you, uh, I wouldn't be doing this. I love doing it, but I wouldn't do it just for my own enjoyment. That is, I want to entertain people. I want take them a little bit of a journey with me. Yeah, I promise you won't regret it.
For more info on David's journey, you can check out the website www.davidcarrjr.com. That's Carr with two R's and Junior as in JR. www.davidcarrjr.com for more info. Get the CD copies if you're still into that. It hits different. I know we are living in the streaming area, but there are people that still prefer the CDs, like myself. So go get you a CD copy through the website. Put it in the mail, send it to you. Go check out Salient Touch. That came out January of last year. And Groove Edition. I like the song title. That's
Yeah,
Groove Edition. I think that's the best way to describe jazz music in general. It's an addition. Like once you hear it, you can't get enough of it. That song,
yes, sir.
it came out just July of almost a year ago. It's almost a year old. Groove Edition. That's available on the platforms as well, and more music to come from David Carr Jr. Go check out the show in Oklahoma. All the details is on the website, davidcarrjr.com. David, great to have you back on and having this chat with you again. Congratulations on your award for the Mississippi Awards, and look forward to hearing more music from you this year. And continue the vibes, continue this journey in music and spreading that good jazz music that you always do, man. So thank you for your time, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Kenny. It's always a pleasure hanging out with you, man. I'm looking forward to next time.
Absolutely, man. You have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday.